Hugo, after you recorded your 2003 release, Fire in the Night, what were the circumstances that led to joining Evolution and taking a break from putting out solo albums?
It was just a matter of kind of taking a break, just kind of like what I'm doing now musically with respect to the original stuff. It was just kind of time to just, let it go for a little bit, and at the same time, I was really missing, kind of singing in front of people. As you know, Bobby, when you do original stuff, you can play in front of 20 people.
Yeah.
So this was a really, really great tool for me to say, I'd love to play in front of people, and really, and I've always been compared to Steve Perry, so it's kind of one of those things where I may as well do this. So let me have some fun, put some friends together, and see what happens. And it was really a matter of just trying to keeping it fun, and let's see what I can do to make this thing fun, and not even thinking lucrative, but I mean, God, a lot of people love Journeyman. So it was just one of those things we kind of put together. I was excited to sing in front of people, and that's kind of what I wanted to do. I got some friends together, and that's it,
Now, with the rest of your band, Hugo, I recognize Adam Holland from your days of Valentine, but how long did it take to find Lance, Les, and Mike?
It was, to be honest with you, Adam came after the fact. I first hooked up with Lance, keyboard player, and I'd known him for God, probably as long as I've known Adam, just in different circles. And it was just one of those things where Lance used to be a drummer. He took up keyboards, shortly after that, and he's been playing keyboards for a while. And when I kind of put the word out, Lance is just one of those things. I'm like, I thought Lance was a drummer, but he was actually playing keyboards. I said, great. We got together, and Les came about a year after, honestly. We had a little different version of Evolution kind of before it got off and kind of doing what we're doing. But it was a couple of different band members. But Lance, my keyboard player, was there from the get-go. Les, the bass player, came in afterwards. Mike was kind of after that, and Adam, believe it or not, was just dying to do some stuff, because again, he was doing, he had a publishing deal and doing some songwriting down for Nashville. And I said, Adam, you got to do this, man. We loved Journey so much back in the old days and stuff, and this is just a blast. And he joined up, and it was the best thing. It's like, it's just such a high when you're playing for all these people, and you're playing someone else's music, but by the same token, it's such a blast because everybody knows it, and the band sounds good, so it's a no-brainer. Oh
yeah.
Yeah, and it just felt right, and he's never looked back, so it's really cool.
Now, Hugo, do you guys mix up the set list, or do you stick to the same set of songs?
No, we mix it up, man. We mix it up. There are so many. That's the thing about Journey, Bob. There are so many hits. We have a problem playing under 2 hours, man, because it's like, well, let's cut out "Send Her My Love." Oh, let's cut out. You know what? You can't. They're all great. So we got people yelling songs out, and you just kind of do them, So we switch it up, but it's anywhere from an hour and a half to 2 hours every time we play.
Are there any deep cuts you discovered that Journey didn't do live that you guys perform live?
We do Mother, Father. We do some older stuff with when Greg Riley was in the band. We did Just the Same Way, and Anytime, Feeling That Way. We kind of the thing about it now, as we're doing more corporate stuff and private parties, you find these people, they really want to hear the hits, so it's kind of hard to pull out stuff like Sweet and Simple, some of the stuff that we do, and it sounded great, but like it's so obscure that people are like, well, let's hear Love and Touch and Squeezing, so you do them a couple of times and you realize, well, we're doing a private party for, whatever, Cisco, and they're paying real good, so you got to do, an hour and 10 minutes only and just hits, so it takes the fun out of picking out the old ones. But listen, it's again, you give the people what they want. At the end of the day, Journey's one of those bands that has so many hits that it's such a blast to do. So it's just too much fun,
Speaking of that, Hugo, I did see in the tour section that you've done a lot of corporate events. Now, what's been the allure of making your music favored in the business sector?
Well, it's amazing because, when The Sopranos ended with Don't Stop Believing, I know you know that, right?
Mm-hmm.
when The Sopranos kind of hit, the stock kind of went up 110%, to say the least. So with that in mind, it was just, it was just funny how many things kind of came off of that alone, like, wow, Journey, Don't Stop Believing. But, at the end of the day, even on the corporate things, we find you get older folks there, and you have them bringing their kids. So you have this whole big spectrum of fans. It's pretty amazing. So I mean, in the corporate world, I think Journey's one of those bands that they're not offensive to anybody, and there's nothing really bad about the music, man. I mean, it's really what's to not like about Journey? You got a really great singer singing great melodies, and it's really great for corporate because it had a whole bunch of hits, and it just, I think when a corporation goes to the website and they see what they're getting, it kind of snowballs from there, and that's how we've kind of spread the word throughout the industries, about like, hey, check this band out, and the results have been like, wow. I mean, between the private parties and the corporate things, it's Journey. At the end of the day, it's crowd pleasing music. That's why when they played, they sold out stadiums, Bob.
Yeah.
So I mean, with that's it.